Alright, we got a little clap in to sync some audio. Welcome back. My name is Gabriel. It is January 30th as far as I'm aware, and that means that January is almost wrapping up, February is about to start. So what better time is it than to hop right into going into my goals for February, and then we're going to do a little recap of how my goals went for the month of January. Obviously, the February goals are set to change slightly. I think I kind of want to add in something about digital minimalism into this month, but let's get right into it. We're going to go ahead and swap to the primary view being the screen of my computer, with the secondary screen being that of my camera itself. So, goal number one here. We've got apply to 10 jobs that I'm actually interested in and research the companies. Just to further refine this and define this, a genuine interest in the company, not something I'm applying to just to apply to and kind of try and set myself up for a job. Then we're looking to research the companies, create an actual cover letter, and tailor the resume if needed to demonstrate and show skills applicable to the job. I.e., if it's a test engineering job, highlight some of the test engineering stuff I've done, but if it's a manufacturing job, look to really emphasize and pull numbers from the manufacturing engineering experience I have, where it's the decrease and reduction of time spent on the line per item and stuff like that, as well as cost savings to the company. Kind of tailor resumes to where they're more needed, so it kind of highlights experience in that area. And then we're looking to message recruiters for the job, spark a conversation, get some insight, and hopefully use that to secure some more interviews, just because if it's the person responsible for hiring for the role, messaging and reaching out to them, they're more likely to at least give it more of a shot than they are to just kind of go, decline, you're done. Then we're going to go reading 3 books. We're continuing the theme of literacy throughout this year, preferably 2 nonfiction books, of which I've got Sapiens on deck, ready to go. Then I have the book Debt, which is covering the debt throughout humankind for the first I don't remember how many thousands of years. Then in a previous video, or in a video that is yet to be released, I do talk about wanting to read The Martian. So for a fiction book for this month, we're going to look to throw The Martian into it. Alright, we got a quick little intermission for me to blow my nose, so hopefully there's less pausing and less nasally sounding to the video. But, big goal fiscally for this month, we're going to look to spend under $150 in eating out. Groceries, I think I can comfortably get by on my budget with this, but we're going to look to spend under $150 eating out. This is including coffee and eating out, because I do grab coffee quite often with friends, so if I excluded coffee, then I would probably just eat out less, but with coffee, I would probably still spend over $150. Combining both of them in there, I think, just kind of adds a little more responsibility on my end and should be interesting. Then something I set for January, but I will cover that when I'm reviewing January's portion, but we're looking to track and hit the calorie goal for at least 85% of the days in February, which, hey Google, what's 85 times 28?
85 times 28 is 2,380.
So we're looking for about 24 days in the month of February that I would need to track and hit my calorie goals. Which for that, we're talking about, I know on my screen it says 200. That was a goof. We'll fix that right now. Approximately 2,000 calories to 2,200 calories. And we're talking a minimum of 140 grams of protein. As for how it splits in between carbs and fat, I don't necessarily care as long as I'm getting the protein goal in. Then we're talking 4 full-length YouTube videos. This one for the month of February, we're not making the recap and the announcement of the goals for this month. We're not going to be counting this as a video like we did in the month of February, which means we're talking 1 to 4 book reviews, fitness videos, cooking videos, day in the life videos, or engineering related videos. Then I'm going to be switching up the content strategy this month. In the month of January, I had a lot of pre-logged videos and I was recording a lot more. This month, we're only going to look to do 8 YouTube shorts at a minimum, including fitness, recipes, and cooking. And we're looking to do this where it's primarily just maybe not completely original shorts, but whether or not it's pulling clips from videos like this and clipping videos just as a new challenge and a new skill set to establish, where it would be cropping it on video and just punching it on a 4K video like this one to where it produces something that I can use or not, but we will see. Then we're looking to do schedule and plan classes and schedule the semester for homework, quizzes, exams. That means getting it listed in the calendar that's shared across my Mac, my phone over there, my iPad over here, and just making sure everything's clicking. I can plan a schedule, stay ahead on work. So then that means when I'm doing things like scheduling interviews and trying to schedule both videos to be recorded, getting videos edited, I have a rough schedule of at least what matters most right now, which is passing classes this semester. I have that planned out so I can fit other things within the schedule. And then probably one of the more arbitrary goals this month is starting FE exam prep. That is the fundamentals of engineering exam prep, which is a optional exam upon, like, generally you take it your senior year of engineering, to where you would take the FE exam. If you pass the FE exam, then you'd have to practice under PE for a few years. You would take your PE exam, and then you would be a PE or a professional engineer or principal engineer. I kind of forgot which one. From what I've read, Mechies have a pretty high pass rate, behind I think chemical engineering, but when you look at the numbers, MEs have a higher pass rate than chemicals just because more MEs take it from what I've seen. But really it's figure out what the plan is and start working towards it. Do I want to take it? Do I not want to take it? If I want to take it, how am I going to schedule? How am I going to prepare? But now we're going to go ahead and jump back to January goals. So, apply to at least 7 companies and 7 positions. Absolutely did that, hammered it off. The number of companies was 7 to like 9. The number of positions was well over 7, honestly, for the month. Continuing to create a network of opportunities. I did get a reach, meet, and talk with several different recruiters and get some of the word spread out there. Read 4 books. We did manage to accomplish that, and there were reviews up on the channel for at least most of them, I believe. If not, I think I still need to edit Project Hail Mary's book review. That would be the only one left. Create 4 YouTube videos, not including shorts. We also managed to accomplish that, which it was 2 book reviews. I think I counted the 2023 goals in this as well as what's in my gym bag that went live the other day. Just off the top of my mind, that's 4 that I can think of, and that's 4 that ticks that one off of the list. Create 10 YouTube shorts and TikToks. Again, kind of had that one pre-planned out throughout the month, and I just had to space them accordingly. I think that we did end up getting that done, and we're going to look to slightly modify that one for the month of February. Consistent hydration and food. That means tracking them and seeing where I'm at. I kind of fumbled the bag on this. When I was home, I didn't necessarily have a food scale, and I wasn't doing a lot of the cooking for myself. I was eating with my family, and my family was cooking meals, so I just kind of ate what they were eating to enjoy being home. Coincidentally, that means I couldn't really track my calories because even though I did cook with them, I didn't like have control over the amount of oils going into stuff, the portions and stuff like that. And then I just didn't really log my hydration either, so I completely fumbled on that goal. That's a big red X, and we'll look to correct that going into the month of February. Sleep better and more consistent. So we'll pull up a little graphic of my probably Whoop sleep tracking, or the tracking that Whoop inputs into the health app of my iPhone. But for the month of January, it actually was fairly consistent, at least until I returned to college. Then it started to fall off a little bit, but still remained kind of consistent, at least with the duration of sleep that I was getting, maybe not necessarily the times that I was going to sleep. Then, recover in the gym. This one, I think, was a success to me. As featured in a short on this channel, I was able to match, but I think actually officially hit 405, which was roughly my PR for squats. Last time I hit it, I didn't necessarily hit depth, Bench, I was able to tie my PR of 242 pounds, which was very good considering most of last semester was just dealing with shoulder injuries. And then deadlift, I was able to hit a 6-pound PR, which is great because my numbers have been pretty stagnant, just facing injuries and other changes since this summer. So that means 3 for 3 lifts, I either matched PRs or exceeded them. To me, that is definitely a recovery in the gym, but I think that kind of tracking goals like this through Notion, as well as through videos where there is personal accountability, whether or not people actually watch these videos and care, at least I'm putting it out there and I'm documenting it, which is going to make me stay committed to doing this. So I'm interested to see how the month of February goes. I think as classes start to ramp up, as well as my expectations and video qualities ramp up, as well as new challenges come up with editing and my content posting strategy, I think it'll definitely be an interesting month, especially with potentially 2 or more second-round job interviews, including like 3 people from the company interviewing me come up. I hope to document some of the process, whether or not it is me explaining what happened before and after the interview and giving my breakdown and analysis of it, or what kind of content strategy I choose to do with that. I'm excited to do it. But with that being said, hope you guys have a fantastic February. Let's get after it. Stay hungry. And just like BPN's going for this month, go on more and prove yourself right. I'm determined to prove myself right and be the best version of myself this month. But with that being said, let's have a great day. Roll the outro.